So recently we had another extreme demon get raided, and that level is the one I'll be talking about today, called Venom Valley. It's a relatively easy extreme demon by Crysticai and verified by Catalyst. So to get right into it, I want to talk about how much of a nostalgic vibe this level has. It reminds me a lot of early to mid 2.1 levels, and I think that's because unlike recent 2.2 levels, Venom Valley does not really rely heavily on effects and more so uses its block design to really show its theming off, which is the next positive I want to talk about because the theming of this level is just on point. What it has to do with Venom or Valleys, I have no idea, I have no clue, but the level does do an excellent job at mixing and matching a mechanical theme in with some sections and the more nature-heavy theming that most of this level has. Like, you would think that those two themes wouldn't really work together because you don't really see it often, or even transition together well, but it works great in Venom Valley. I mean, the mix between the two is just on point. I'm a really big fan of it. I also adore a lot of the movements in this level. The vines in this part flow so well to the beat and give a somewhat underwhelming part just a ton of personality. Another use of movement I like is in the ending with the vines and the green flowing goop thing in the left hand corner. Again, I don't know what this is, but you know, it's cool. I mean, it flows really well, and wow, it would have been cool to maybe have this move around the entire level, like the entire section, kind of like lava flowing. It's still a nice part. It's still fine just being a cool looking part. One last thing I really like is these melting spikes. It's a great transition into the main section of the level and just really reminds me of stuff like this part in Broken Signal. It's a very minimalist part that serves its purpose really well. Really cool, really memorable, I like it. As for the negatives of this level, I'm just not a big fan of the backgrounds it uses. While, yes, they do match the more lighter tone of the level and thematically are on point, I can't help but think they just look pretty sloppy and basic. The only backgrounds I liked really were the part I've already talked about here and then this part where I think the clouds kind of match the beat really well with how they move, and I think it looks the least messy out of any of the backgrounds, so it ends up being the one that I actually like. Lastly, I want to talk about the song. It's just pretty fine. It matches the level really well, but it isn't the most outstanding song ever. I just think it's pretty okay. It's decent, and honestly, that is what I think of the level overall. Venom Valley is just an overall decent level that has a ton of personality behind it. It's just lacking a lot of polishing and detail. However, if Crysticai continues to improve as a creator, I'm sure a remaster of this level in a couple years' time would look amazing. Like, I don't know why, but this level just stands out to me more than most levels, as if this was remade in the future, it would be really cool. So, you know, idea, if you do that in the coming years, that's an idea. I would like that. So, yeah, I do think this level deserves its feature rate. A lot of people have been saying epic rating, but honestly, I think it fits the feature that RobTop gave a bit better. And my overall score for this level would be a 5.9 out of 10. Just below a 6 out of 10 for me, which again, I'm gonna say this, that is an above average level for me. Yes, I'm calling out the people who get annoyed when I give a score of 5 or 6 out of 10 to a good level. Because if you hear it from my point of view, if 5 is just an average extreme demon, the average middle of the road level, anything higher, in this case a 5.9, is better than the average extreme. So I'm being positive here, okay? I don't mean to discard anything with this level. I think it's a good level. I'm giving it an above average rating, so I'm not being negative here, okay? Anyways, besides that little rant, well, that's the end of the review. I want to quickly say either right before 2024 ends or maybe right after, I will be uploading a video ranking my top 5 favorite extremes of 2024. So yeah, I'll just be premiering that on my channel at some point. I just wanted to announce that because I know I'm gonna forget to say it in my Discord server or make a post on it. So yeah, look out for that. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. Discord server links in the description, and yeah, peace.